It all began a couple of months before school actually started. My mom, dad, and sister worked hard to convince me that school was going to be this amazing, magical experience. What they conveniently forgot to mention, that it would last 12 years. So there I was, on my first day of school, being led by my dad into this enormous building packed with kids of all ages. I told myself, come on, it can't be that bad. You've been to the dentist and that didn't hurt too much. I was wrong. It hurt for 12 years straight. Once inside, my dad left, and just like that, I felt completely abandoned, forgotten by the world. I spotted my older sister giggling with her friends. She glanced at me and laughed. I approached her. She was the only familiar face around, even though we never really got along. I was 5 years younger, a runny-nosed little kid, and she was a young lady who wanted nothing to do with a brat like me. She turned her back and walked away, still laughing with her friends. That's when I realized I'm on my own. I had to survive this. I quickly found the lady my dad had pointed out earlier as my teacher and followed her into a large room with 3 rows of desks and a big table. What I later learned was the teacher's desk at the front. And then it happened. A loud, blaring sound erupted through the building. It was a siren. In my wild little imagination filled with superheroes and epic escapes, I thought, fire, this is it. My moment of glory. I pictured everyone running to the door in chaos. We were all doomed. So I grabbed a small vase from the teacher's desk and hurled it at the window, thinking I was creating an emergency exit. Silence. Complete silence. Everyone froze, even the teacher. 5 seconds of stunned silence passed. She stared at me like a computer with the blue screen of death. Then, with the calmest voice and the most incredible presence of mind, she said, that was the bell signaling the start of first grade. Congratulations, you just broke the bad luck. And then she walked over and kissed me on the head like a loving parent. Here's what I learned on my first day of school. Family is family, but image matters more. The one standing in front of the class is the boss. The siren is the thing that shuts you up, but also the one that sets you free every 50 minutes.